Hello, once again, Wildcats. Welcome to another edition of Coach's Corner presented by Atrium Health. My name is Paul Roper, joined by Davidson head football coach Scott Abel. After the Cats defeat Morehead State on Senior Day, and now, after a bye week, finish off the regular season against Valparaiso. Let's go back to that Senior Day victory. A really good effort from start to finish to beat one of the top teams in the PFL.
Really was. Really proud of our guys. All three phases, I thought, was one of our more complete games of the year. All right. What a big moment to get that field goal right before half, momentum-wise. Defensively, really, we played well all day. Got some turnovers. That touchdown, the fumble recovery in the end zone in the third quarter was big. And offensively, man, we put together some drives, but none bigger than the fourth quarter drive that ate up 11 minutes of the game. Mm-hmm. We went 99 yards, I think 14 plays or something of that nature. Really proud of that. That's tough. It's been a while since we've put together a drive like that. So proud of the guys. I'm proud of our effort, and certainly a lot to build on coming out of that week.
Well, there are a lot of good things that you mentioned. There's that long clock-melting drive in the fourth quarter to help put away the game. Your O-backs, Mason Sharon and Mari Adams, continue to do great things. Can you believe that they're both in the top 10 in rushing touchdowns with one more year to spare? I mean, those two have done a terrific job out of your backfield, game in and game out.
Well, we've said this quite a bit this year. What a great one-two punch we have. We're very fortunate. And there's a lot goes into that. I always remind everyone that it takes a group, right? And the guys up front did a tremendous job. And 90% of those plays are read-oriented for a quarterback. So what a great day for Luke and making those decisions, which aren't always easy. And but when we get our running backs going, we're tough to defend, and we know that.
And defense can be tough to face against, especially with the pressure that was applied all day on Morehead State's offense. You mentioned that fumble that was recovered in the end zone, but some good games from your end defensive lineman and Dixon Hudson picking up another sack, and Ashton Miller able to get another sack as those two continue to improve in each game.
Well, they do, and you've seen growth each and every week out of them, and Ashton's really come into his own these last couple of weeks, right? And so, and big turnovers, right? Early in the game, Amari coming up with a big interception, right? Saban there as we got into the second half, and to win those kind of games at the end of the year, you got to get contributions from a lot of areas, and we did.
And one of those contributions as well coming from special teams. You mentioned the field goal that came before the end of halftime for Adam Zawagi. I imagine that had to do wonders for his confidence to kick that field goal. I mean, he's already done a great job in terms of kickoffs and punting this year, but to get that field goal, I'm sure it was a big lift to boost him for the rest of the season and next season.
Yes, without question. I think it's a big boost of confidence for all of us, right? And that is going to be important for us as we now go on the road to face a really talented Valpo team.
Well, you had the bye week. It's an unusual time for a bye week with one more week left in the season. Lots going on, I'm sure, with the program in terms of practice and service projects. But yourself went back home to Amherst County where you were inducted into the Hall of Fame at Amherst County. Tell us a little bit about that, and congratulations on that honor.
Thanks. It was a special weekend, right? I saw it more as a reunion, right? Not just I was inducted, which I'm very blessed and thank the people back at home for thinking of me that way. But we also had two teams I coached were inducted as teams, and to see all former players back, see former coaches that I worked with, it really kind of reminds you of what we do, why we do it, and to see young men that you coached years ago in high school turn into fathers and leaders in the community. And just a great weekend, really special time for me and my family. And I'm thankful for Amherst County for thinking of me that way.
And mentioned doing work for the community. The players taking some time on Friday to do some work for the community. What were they involved in?
Yeah, so the DCPC church here on campus had undergone a lot of renovations in the last year and a half and moved back in completely this weekend, and they were in need of some muscle, and our guys stepped up and rang the bell and helped them move a lot of furniture, move some things back into the church. And as always, I'm so proud of our men and how we serve the greater community.
That brings new meaning to the Davidson Moving Company.
That's right.
Now we face Valpo to end the season. Big game to end the season as the Cats look to get that 7th win of the campaign. What should we expect against the Beacons on Saturday?
Well, I think their record doesn't indicate what kind of team they are. They've been in every game. They've had an opportunity to win so many football games and just come up short. And so we need to know that they're a talented group. They'll be excited. There's their senior day. They'll have something to prove. And we're still that program when you line up against us and you play well, you can prove something. And our guys need to understand that, what comes with that kind of effort in our opponent. And they're incredibly well coached. He does a fabulous job, and they have some nice, talented players. And so we need to play great Saturday. We need to be at our best. And, we need to play better on the road. We hadn't always played well on the road this year. And I'm looking forward to that. I've challenged our team. How can we be better as we now get away from our home? And I'm looking forward to them to rally around that.
And we're looking forward to it too. Coach, thanks as always for your time, and good luck on Saturday.
Thanks, Paul. I want to give a shout out to Chris Finch. This is last episode behind the camera for us. We're so grateful for you, Chris. Good luck to you in your future.
I echo that as well. Chris has done a great job behind the camera for us for years, and has done a wonderful job, and I'm happy to consider him as a friend. So good luck with your future endeavors, Chris. And thank you to those who have tuned into Coach's Corner this year, as we'll have our final regular season game coming up on Saturday of the Davidson Sports Network, starting with the Pepsi pregame show at 1:30 with a 2 o'clock kickoff from Valparaiso. He's head coach Scott Abel. My name is Paul Roper. Thanks for joining us for Coach's Corner presented by Atrium Health.